No one expected a quiet morning at the ranch to turn into the day everything changed. It was supposed to be Amy's happiest moment, the one she had waited for, the moment she'd walk toward a future she convinced herself she wanted. But from the second she glanced toward Ty standing alone, far from everyone, something inside her shifted in a way she couldn't ignore. The sun spread a soft golden glow over the yard. Ribbons fluttered in the breeze, and the chairs were arranged neatly under the arch Jack built with steady hands. Guests filled the space with warm greetings and soft smiles. Everything looked perfect on the outside, but inside the house, Amy stood in front of the mirror trying to keep her smile steady. Her dress fit beautifully, her hair gentle and simple, yet a small knot of worry turned in her chest. She told herself every bride feels nervous. She told herself everything would settle once the ceremony began. But no matter how hard she tried, her heart beat with a thin thread of doubt she couldn't fully push away. Outside, Ty stood by the fence near Spartan's paddock, hands in his pockets, staring at the horses as if trying to calm the storm in his own chest. He had promised himself he would be here to support Amy. He wanted her to be happy, even if her happiness didn't include him anymore. But the message he received the night before kept echoing in his mind, words about Nathan that were too sharp, too heavy to ignore. He fought it all morning, hoping it was a mistake. But the closer the wedding drew, the harder it became to stay silent. Jack noticed Ty lingering alone. He noticed the way Nathan's truck sat apart from the others, almost like a shadow. Jack sensed the weight in the air, a strange charge he couldn't name. He didn't want to believe anything was wrong on Amy's big day. Yet something in his gut whispered otherwise. As guests settled into their seats, Georgie replayed a moment from earlier that morning, Nathan talking on the phone in a hushed, angry tone. She had caught only pieces. They can't know yet and wait until after the wedding. At the time, she brushed it off as stress. Now, sitting in the crowd, watching Nathan at the arch, she couldn't shake the uneasy feeling creeping up her spine. Inside, Amy took one last look at herself in the mirror. She held her bouquet, drew a long breath, and stepped out to where Jack waited. He offered his arm with quiet pride. She took it, though her heart still felt one step behind her. When the doors opened and she walked into the sunlight, the crowd rose. Cameras lifted, smiles spread, but Amy felt the world blur around her. Only one thing was clear: Ty, standing at the back, watching her with an expression she couldn't read. Something in his eyes made her breath catch, though she didn't understand why. Nathan waited beneath the arch with a confident smile, almost too confident. When Amy reached him, Jack placed her hand in Nathan's and stepped aside. The officiant began speaking about love, trust, and patience. The words floated through the warm air, settling over the crowd, but Ty flinched at each phrase. If the message he received was true, then every word being spoken was sitting on top of a lie. Nathan squeezed Amy's hand, maybe a little too hard. She winced, only slightly, but Ty saw it. Lou saw Amy's forced smile. Jack saw the tension in Nathan's jaw. And Georgie's heartbeat quickened as she remembered those secretive phone call words. Something was wrong. Everyone could feel it, even if no one said it. Just as the vows were about to begin, a phone vibrated loudly in the pocket of Nathan's best man. He glanced at the screen and went pale. Nathan's head snapped toward him in a sharp, warning glare. For a moment, his polished smile slipped. Amy noticed, and for the first time, a real question formed inside her. What is he hiding? She turned her head slightly and her eyes met Ty's. His expression held no jealousy, no anger, only a painful certainty that sent a tremor through her. Her breath shook. Her heart seemed to whisper something her mind wasn't ready to hear. Then, before the officiant could begin the vows, Ty stepped forward. One step, just enough for the crowd to look his way. His voice was low, steady, and cut straight through the quiet air. Stop. The word froze everyone. This can't go on. Amy stared at him, shock written across her face. Nathan's grip on her hand tightened painfully. Ty didn't raise his voice. He didn't tremble. He spoke simply, because he had no other choice. Amy, you need to know the truth about Nathan before you say anything. He's been lying to you, lying to all of us. The crowd buzzed with whispers. Nathan's expression cracked. He tried to pull Amy closer, muttering angrily, "Don't listen to him. He just can't let go." But the fear in Nathan's eyes betrayed him. Ty held out an envelope, wrinkled from being clutched all night. "This letter isn't from me," he said. "It's from someone Nathan left behind. Someone who believed the same promises he made to you." Gasps spread through the crowd. Lou covered her mouth. Georgie felt her whole body shake as she stood up. "I heard him on the phone this morning," she said, voice trembling. "He said they had to keep quiet until after the wedding. He didn't want anyone to find out." Jack placed a firm hand on Nathan's chest when Nathan tried to reach for the envelope. "If you have nothing to hide," Jack said calmly, "let her read it." Amy took the letter with shaking hands. She unfolded it slowly. The words inside cut deep, broken promises, money stolen, trust destroyed, a name signed at the bottom, a woman she didn't know, yet one who clearly had once been exactly where Amy now stood. Tears filled Amy's eyes. Her bouquet trembled. She looked at Nathan with a question so small yet so sharp it made him flinch. "Is it true?" Nathan's excuses crumbled almost instantly. He tried to smile, tried to charm, tried to explain, but the cracks in his voice revealed everything. And then, finally, he snapped. "You don't understand," he shouted. "I was fixing it. I just needed today to happen first." Silence. Heavy and final. Amy stepped back, her bouquet slipping into the dust. She stared at Nathan, seeing him clearly for the first time, someone she never really knew at all. The ceremony collapsed around them. Guests shifted awkwardly. The officiant closed his book quietly. Lou and Jack rushed to Amy's side. Ty stayed where he was, giving her space, though every part of him wanted to reach out to her. Nathan's anger sputtered out. With no one left to believe him, he stormed off toward the road, cursing under his breath, until he disappeared from sight. Amy sank into a chair. Her hands trembled. Lou knelt beside her. Jack rested a comforting hand on her back. Ty finally approached, stopping a few feet away. "I didn't want to hurt you," he said softly, "but I couldn't let him take more from you." Amy looked up at him. Her eyes were glassy, exhausted, overwhelmed. But in them was something else, a quiet, broken thank you she couldn't yet say aloud. Hours later, after guests had left and the ranch settled into an uneasy quiet, Amy found herself walking toward the barn in simple clothes. She couldn't stay in the dress any longer. She couldn't stay in that moment. Ty was brushing Spartan when she appeared. He froze, then stepped back to give her space. "I thought I knew what I wanted," Amy said, voice low and tired. "I thought letting you go was the only way to move on. But today showed me I wasn't choosing love. I was choosing fear." Ty swallowed, keeping his distance. "I don't expect anything from you. I just wanted you to see the truth." Amy placed her hand on Spartan's neck. Ty's hand rested close. Their fingers nearly touched. "Not quite. Not yet. I don't know what comes next," she whispered. "But she didn't let me fall today." Ty nodded. "I'll wait, Amy, as long as it takes." This time, when their fingers brushed, she didn't pull away. Maybe this wasn't the ending of a wedding. Maybe it was the beginning of something real.